this term is having highest degree. Okay, so here the degree of this polynomial is 6. Okay, so you should be knowing when I give two polynomials, the polynomial, you should able to tell what is the highest degree. Okay, so next we'll move on to addition and subtraction. Okay, that is adding and subtracting polynomials. Okay, so how you are going to do this addition and subtraction of polynomials? So it can be done, that is by adding and subtracting the coefficient of terms. Okay, so you need to add the coefficients of terms. Okay, so whatever the terms you will be having in polynomial, okay, those coefficient you need to either, if you are going for addition of two polynomial or subtraction, you have to add the coefficients of the each of the terms. When you are adding coefficient, so you need to check the terms that is having the same power. Okay, you're going to add the polynomial so with the same power. Okay, when you have two polynomial, check the term. Okay, which are the terms having same power. You need to either add and subtract the coefficients. Okay, so that is how you're going to do. Let me just give quickly one example for this. So here I have x power 5 plus x power 4 plus x square. Okay, this is one polynomial, and the second polynomial is x power 6, x power 4 plus x power 2. So can quickly tell what is the answer here. This is for addition. Okay, so here you need to know for addition. So either addition or subtraction, you will be using the same rule. Okay, either adding or subtracting is done by combining the terms and deleting the pair of identical terms. Okay, so this is the important rule you need to remember. What I told. So for adding or subtracting is done by combining the terms. Okay, by combining the terms and deleting the pair of identical terms. I don't know you learned or not. So whenever if you find any identical terms, you need to cancel it. Okay, and remaining terms you need to combine. So if consider that rule and just observe these two. Okay, so this term and this term is same, just cancel it, and this one and this is same, just cancel it. So the remaining terms you just write as it is, that is x power 6 plus x power 5. Okay, and here x power 4 and x power 2 are deleted because these two terms are matching in the two polynomials. Okay, in case if I have one more term, that is one more x square. Okay, so you cannot delete. If you find the same term in the second polynomial also, so you're going to cancel it. Otherwise, you need to write this x square. You have to retain this x square. Okay, so only you should have identical pairs. Okay, pairs. Then only you can cancel it. Otherwise, so you have to write the term as it is. Is it clear? Just remember these simple rules. So when you want to add or subtract, so the rule used here, the identical term should be cancelled and the remaining terms you write as it is as a result. Okay. So if it is, there is one more term with same power, so you should not do anything with respect to that. You have to keep it as it is. Okay. So next, multiplying. Multiplying and dividing. Dividing terms. First of all, everybody knows how to represent polynomial. Is it I need to explain that? So if I have, just give me a minute so that if anybody is having doubts, I can just clear that. Okay, so if I have value 1 0 0, okay, and 1 1, okay, so consider one more 0 here. So how you are going, this is my binary number. Okay, so how you are going to represent this as a polynomial? Okay, so this start with the x power 0. Okay, so 1 into x power 0 plus 1 into x power 1 plus 0 into x power 2 plus 0 into x power 3 plus 0 into x power 4 plus 0 into x power 5 plus 1 into x power 6. Okay, so now just simplify this, what you are going to get. So you will be getting x power 6 plus x power 1, okay, plus this is 0. Okay, x power 0 is nothing but 1. See, this is the number of bits, it is simplified to 3 terms. Okay, if you are using this for division, so you have 4 more steps for division of these zeros. So those steps can be resolved, or it can be removed, and you can reduce the number of steps taken in CRC. So that is the main purpose why we are going for a polynomial. Okay, understood now? So instead of this many terms, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 bits, so 8 bits are reduced to 3 terms in polynomial. Okay, it will take 3 steps to complete the division operation. So that is the reason why we are going for polynomial. So this is also very important point, or the concept you need to remember for the exam point of view. Okay, okay, so if it is yeah, 8 bits is reduced to 3 terms, consider if it is having some 23 bits. Okay, so in 23 bits, consider the values are x power 3 plus x cube plus 1. You just imagine, so how much it is simplified. Otherwise you will be having, so if this is the case in binary, you will be having 3 ones and remaining 21 bits are zeros. Okay, remaining 21 bits are zeros. Okay, so that is going to take lot of time to perform the division or any other operation. Okay, when you are, even if you are going for addition, subtraction, for everything it is going to be simplified when you use the polynomial method. Is it clear why I am going for polynomial? So that is to reduce number of steps. Wherever the zeros are there, that we can skip it. So when you want to do that, so you should be knowing the how to perform addition and subtraction using polynomial. So now consider example for multiplying and also division. Okay, for multiply, consider I have x3 into x4. So what is the result of this when you are multiplying? So you need to add the powers of this term. Okay, same term. So here also x, this is also x. You just write the term as it is and add the power. So the result of this multiplication of these two terms is x power 7. Next, if it is division, okay, so for division, consider I have x5 divided by x2. You have to go for subtraction, subtracting the powers. So that is x power 3. Everybody will agree, no? So understanding these methods.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now, okay, fine. So in case if you want to multiply two polynomials, okay, so let me just write. You can just take, see, for this class also you need notebook and pen. In case if anybody not it, sit along with your book, notebook, you just take the book. So consider I have your two polynomials, x power 5, x power 3 plus x power 2 plus x, okay, x square plus x plus 1. Okay, so now if you want to multiply this, how you are going to do? So you will take one term here, multiply with all the terms, okay, and you will be getting all possible combinations of that, and wherever you find the identical terms you need to cancel, and only the remaining term you need to write it. Okay, so I think these are all like very basic things. So take this, so multiply with this term. So when you multiply, you need to add the power. So x power 5 into x power 2, it is x power 7. Okay, so x power 5 into x, it is x power 6, then x power 5. Okay, so now this is done. Next, go with this. These are all simple basic things. I want you people to do that. Okay, take x power 3. multiply with this. So you will be getting x power 5. So x power 4 plus x. Okay, so this is done. Next go with this. X power 4 plus x power 3 plus x square. Okay, that is done. Next, you just take the last term, x into x square, it is x cube, x square plus x. So now just check the identical terms, cancel this, this one, 3, 3, okay, 2, 2, x, x. So the result of this is x power 7. I think somewhere I left something, one more term I left. Okay, so just check it, I left one more term. So the answer should be,
Ma'am, it's only 1x. You wrote 2x, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am.
and also x cube also it is missing somewhere, I need to check. So you just simplify, actually.
It's 1x cube, ma'am. You didn't write that.
Yes, so x cube is missing and also x is missing. So the final answer you should get is x power 6, x power 10 plus x power 6, x cube plus 6. Okay, you just do it once again. So you just don't write this one, you do by yourself, take each term and multiply. Okay, and this is the final answer you are going to get. This is how you can multiply two terms. Okay, so now in case if you want to divide two polynomials, okay, so how to do the division of two polynomials? So let me just go through that. So here you are going to use the shifting operation. So the first term of dividend by first term of the divisor get first term of the quotient. Okay, that means you need, whenever if you want to perform division, what you have to do is dividing two polynomials here. Okay, dividing two polynomials, the first thing what you have to take, you need to take the dividend. Okay, dividend first term, and this should be divided with the first term of the divisor. So first term of the divisor. So when you do this, you are going to get the first term of the quotient. Okay, just remember, once we solve one problem, you will come to know. So you will be getting the first term of the quotient. Next, multiply the terms of quotient. Next, if you want to get the dividend of that particular, like normally how we'll do, no. So once you come to know what is the quotient, so you take this, okay, take the quotient part and multiply with the divisor. Okay, so you need to multiply with the divisor and you will be getting some result. Write that below the dividend. Okay, and subtract the result. So whatever the subtraction I told how to do polynomial subtraction, do that and you will be getting the partial dividend here. Take the next term, so continue that. Okay, so it is simple. You need to take the first term of the dividend, okay, should be divided with the divisor, you will be getting the quotient. Okay, so you take that quotient, multiply with the all the terms of divisor and write that result below the dividend, then apply the subtraction. Okay, if anybody not understood, don't worry, we'll take one example for that. Okay, so and you are going to repeat this process for all the terms. How many terms are there in the dividend? You're going to just repeat for all the terms. So how long you are going to do this process of division? So as long as, so the division is going to continue. So whatever the remainder you are going to get, so that degree should be less than the degree of the divisor. Till that you have to continue the division. Okay, whatever the remainder you are going to get, you just check the degree of that dividend, partial dividend, compare with the divisor. So if it is less than the degree of the divisor, then stop division. In case if it is larger than the divisor, then you have to continue the division. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay. Okay, so now with respect to shifting, so if you want to shift the values, okay, normally in binary, if you want to shift 3 bits left side, Okay, so the given value is 0, 0, 1, 1. So if I tell shift left side, what happens here? Just a minute. So your shifting is achieved in polynomial, just adding 3 zeros at the leftmost bit. Okay, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. I don't know it is required or not. Let me just remember this. Okay, so how left shifting is done is by adding. So when you are moving the terms, left shift means this side you are going to move. Okay, so whatever the vacated position it is there here, so you have to add 3 zeros. Okay, actually your bit is not moved out of this position. So only the thing is left shift means, so those many 3 bits you are going to append to the data whatever you have. Okay, if I represent same thing, just observe what happens. Don't make it complex. So once we solve the problem, we'll understand. So consider this one, I'll just represent in polynomial. So always shifting left means it is going to increase the degree of the polynomial. Okay, so I have the value, sorry, this is 1. So x power 4 plus x plus 1, the same binary number I have taken. So now if I do shifting, what happens is, so the degree of this should be increased. You can directly write. So that is x power 7. Okay, already you have x. So you are when you are shifting 3 bits, it becomes x power 4 plus x power 3. Okay, so this is the result of polynomial after a left shift of 3 bits. Any doubt in this? Just focus on to this, how shifting is done. Okay, it is not like a normal method. So if I tell left shift, so just remove these 2 bit and add 0 here. No. So this is one important change you need to remember. So when you are doing left shift, the degree of the polynomial is going to increase. So now the reverse operation for right shift. Okay, so when you apply right shift, what happens? For that same number you take. If you do right shift, so here we are not going to add just zeros here. So these 3 bits will be removed. Okay, these 3 bits will be removed. So that means 1 0 0 1 1. So it is shifted right side. So the value you got is 1 0. So the same thing you just represent in polynomial, that is x power 4 plus x plus 1. Okay, after right shift by 3 bits, so the result of this is only x. Okay, so just remember these important operations. So we'll try to solve that CRC using the polynomial. Sorry. Okay, so let me start. I want everybody just note down important things as and when I explaining with respect to CRC, that is cyclic encode using polynomial. Very, very important. In the exam, either they may ask with respect to binary or they will specify directly use polynomial method. Okay, cyclic code encoder using, I'm just talking about the encoder. That means I'm just talking with respect to sender side. So the same operation takes place at the receiver side. Okay, so cyclic code encoder using polynomial. So now how to start? The same data I will take, whatever you have taken. Let me go to that CRC. Okay, so whatever the data we have considered here. So this one, 1001. I'll consider the same thing here, so that you will understand what is the advantage of going for polynomial. Okay, so your data word. See, in the exam you will be getting this question for almost 8 marks. Okay, so you should represent very neatly. So data word is 1001. The steps you need to specify properly. So when you convert this into polynomial, what is the answer? Quickly, what is a polynomial you're going to get for this data word?
X cube plus 1.
Very good. X cube plus 1. The answer is correct. So now divisor, I will take the same divisor what we have considered for the previous method, that is 1011. Okay, so convert this quickly, polynomial representation.
X cube plus X plus 1.
Very good. Okay, done. So now your data word is ready, divisor is ready. Okay, so according to just recall what we did, we have first converted the data word into augmented data word by appending zeros. Now also you need to do the same thing. Okay, so augmented data word, you can just write it before starting the division. Augmented data word. Okay, augmented data word. That means what I am doing is, I am for this my data, I am just augmenting 3 zeros. It is nothing but left shift. Okay, if that is the case, can you tell what is a polynomial? So how to find the augmented data word is left shifted data word 3 bits. Quickly, what is the answer? What is the data word you are going to get? You can just check it. What I did for left shift of 3 bits here for this polynomial, the same thing. So when I append these 3 bits, it is nothing but left shift. Okay, so accordingly, what is the answer for this? So this is my data word. For this I am adding 3 zeros. So if that is the case, what is the answer I am going to get? Okay, let me just append it for binary 1001. Okay, 3 zeros. Can you tell now what is a polynomial? Simplified polynomial, you tell.
Plus X cube में.
X bar
Yes,
plus X cube.
x bar.
6 plus X cube.
Okay, fine, correct. Okay, so these are the steps. Okay, now our augmented data is ready and our divisor is ready. So now you can start a division part. Okay, to find the what is the extra bit you need to add, like how we have calculated here reminder. Similarly, you need to calculate for polynomial to form the code word before sending the data to the receiver. Okay, so you already know division. So how to find the quotient I told. So divide the first term of dividend. Okay, so this is my dividend now. Okay, so this is my dividend. If you want, you can just write it. Okay, so dividend. So now when you start on division part, so just write first here, that is x power 6 plus x cube. Okay, and what is the divisor? It is x cube plus x plus 1. See, the problem is very simple. You need to understand. Very simple method. Okay, so now what is the step I told? When you want to do division, you need to take the first term of the divisor, okay, from the augmented data word. So you write all those things here. So this is divisor. Because you are getting more marks, you need to label the things properly. And this is the augmented data word. You just write it. Augmented data word, you are just appending the extra bits as zeros here. I cannot tell this is a code word, data word. Okay, so now what is the first step I told? To find what is a quotient. Okay, so you need to take the first term of the okay, so the first term here it is x power 6. Okay, and what is the first term of the divisor? It is x power 3. Okay, so what is the result you are going to get? You need to subtract when you are using division of polynomial terms. It is x power 3. Is it clear? See, now when I want to do division of this polynomial, if you want to know what should be the quotient, okay, so first you need to take the first term of the dividend, okay, and the somebody switched on the video, just Tanush, switch off your video. Okay, so you need to divide, and whatever the term you are going to get, this is called as quotient. Okay, you just write that quotient. Understood here till here, everybody? So when you get the data word, either in binary if they have given, convert it into polynomial. Okay. Similarly, the divisor also convert. In case if already given in polynomial, that's fine. So now you need to, first the step is getting the polynomials and getting the augmented word. And the fourth step, you just write all these things, okay, and finding the quotient, first term of the quotient. So now when I do this first term of the dividend with a divisor, I am getting the quotient, first term is x cube. So now take this x cube, multiply with all the terms of the divisor. What you are going to get? Quickly. When you multiply, what you are going to do?
X power 6
Very good.
plus x power 4 plus x cube.
Actually, your okay, answer is correct. 1 minute. Just for simplification, I'll just leave some space. Okay, so I'll just repeat that x power 6, okay, and x power 3. So what is the answer you told? X power 3 into x power 3 is x power 6.
X power
X
6
power
plus
3.
x power 4
Okay.
plus
Plus
x cube. X cube, ma'am.
Plus x cube. Okay. So now when you want to do subtraction, okay, you are subtracting your two numbers, these two polynomials, you just cancel these terms. Similar par term should be cancelled. So what is, when you cancel this, what is you are going to get? You are going to get x bar 4. Okay. So now this is the first step. So do you want to continue division furthermore, or you are going to stop here
Mom,
itself?
minus x bar 4, right?
Yes.
It's minus x bar 4, right, ma'am?
No. You should not take like that. It is just you are adding the terms. Okay. You are adding the two polynomials here. When you are adding or subtracting, okay. So the common terms, don't convert this into minus. Okay. It should be x bar 4 only, not minus.
What about subtract?
Somebody is unmuted. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, what about subtraction? Is it like we have to cancel the same terms
The
in
same rule is
subtract?
only applied. Same rule only it is applied. Okay.
Okay.
For both addition and subtraction, similar terms, we have to cancel it, ma'am.
Cancel it, and whichever the term it is left over, you have to write that as a result. That's what I done in the example, no? Okay, adding, subtracting polynomials. So you need to cancel the identical terms, the leftover terms you have to write it as a result. Okay, so now according to that rule, you are going to get the result here, it is x power 4. So now is it I need to continue here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Here, don't get confused. So the same rule is used for addition and subtraction. I know few students are having, I need to convert this into minus 4. No, when you are, the same rule is used when you are either adding or subtracting. So you need to cancel the common terms, and the result you need to, the whatever the result of terms you have left out, you need to write as it is. Don't change the sign. Okay, it is x power 4. So now is it I need to continue division? How you are going to tell I need to continue? What is the rule I told? You need to check the degree of the whatever the term it is remaining in the dividend with the degree of the divisor. If it is greater than that, you need to continue. Okay. So now what should be the next quotient term? How we are going to calculate? So now once again you need to take this
X cube. It is x.
x. Very good. So you need to take the dividend x power 4 divided by first term of the divisor is x power 3. Okay, so the term you are going to get next term is x. Okay, just write that quotient here. See, you just follow the steps. It's a very simple method. You will get 8 marks for this. So x, you're going to get x here, the quotient next. So now take this quotient term, that is x, multiply with the divisor. What you're going to get? You're going to get x power 4
plus x square plus x.
plus 6. Very good. Okay. So now apply same thing, subtraction rule. Just cancel the identical terms. The remaining terms are x square plus x. Okay. Is it I need to continue?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that is very, very important when you need to stop division. So because here the degree of the dividend is less than the degree of the divisor. So you can stop the division process here. So now this is the extra words you need to append to the code word. So what is a code word? So the code word, I mean data word is x cube plus 1. Okay. And also after converting into augmented data word, you got x cube, sorry, x power 6 plus x cube. So now take that code word. You need to write this. This is very, very important. If you write this step, you will get, if you just stop here, you won't get one more mark. You will be they will reduce one more mark. So just write it, what is the code word is formed. So that is x power 6 plus x cube, x cube. Okay, so this is the data what you want to send. Okay, along with this, you are going to add this reminder, that is x square plus x. What is in binary it is? If you represent this in binary, what is the value you are going to get? What is the value of this in binary? Am I audible, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is the binary value of this? In the previous I shown how to convert binary to polynomial. Now you tell me this convert into binary.
Is it 1, 1?
101, ma'am.
Okay. So it is 101. Okay. So whatever the value you are going to get, so you need to just write or add that as a term to the code word. Along with this is data word, and this whatever you are getting, so this should be added as a augmented or like not augmented, the extra bits. Okay. So now this complete data, this is complete data. It is not a data word, it is a code word. Is sent to the sender. Sorry, receiver or the destination. Okay, and when it is received at the destination, how you are going to solve the problem? How the receiver is going to do this? How receiver will check there is a error in the received data or not? Yes, in the last class I have explained, no, with respect to binary. Okay, when it is received, you write that as it is x power 6 plus x power 3 plus x square plus x. Okay, so you just continue this. Okay, and at last the remainder should be 0 if there is no error. Okay, that means you should not get any terms left out here. All bits should be represented as 0. That means all the terms will get cancelled. So if that is the case, it indicates that no error. Okay, so if you are getting some reminder here, so that indicates that other than 0, either some x value, x square or x, anything you are going to get other than 0, so it indicates that the data is corrupted. Okay, so you just try this later. I will leave this part to you people. Okay, at the receiver side, how to check the same procedure. Only thing is, so here I am directly adding this.
We get reminder as 0, ma'am.
Yes.
We'll get reminder as 0 and quotient is x cube plus x.
Okay, you already solved.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, good. If you are getting 0 means there is no error. So if you want, if they ask you to check is it error is there by considering corrupted bit, you just change any one of this bit. Okay, instead of x, make it don't take this. Okay, instead of x square, you just make it x. Okay, something you just do some changes here or remove this x. Do something, some changes here. So what happens due to that is, so you will not get a 0 after division, the remainder. Okay, in that case, you can tell there is a error in the received data. It's similar to the binary what we have done in the last class. Okay, so receiver side I'm just leaving to you people. Okay, so you can just see we have not got 0 here, the remainder. When it is received at the receiver side, there is one bit, so I think this bit was corrupted. So due to that, you got some reminder. So it indicates that there is an error in the received data. Okay, and if there is no error, you will get 0. So this is in binary. So out of these two problems, so definitely any one question will be there. So if you have learned and everybody understood, so you can just keep 8 marks in your pocket now itself. That I can ensure. Thing is, you need to understand the representation of the terms, all those things. Just 1 or 2 problems you practice, you can do it by yourself. Okay, so this is all about the polynomial. If any queries, let me discuss. Do you have any queries? I want you
Ma'am,
people to, yes,
excuse me, ma'am.
yes, yes.
Ma'am, can you just repeat this? How x square plus x is 101?
So you want to just convert this into binary?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, x square plus x. So here you don't have, so that is 0 into, how you can just simplify this? That is 0 into x power 0 plus you have x term here, you just write it 1 into x plus, so you have x square here, so that is 1 into x square, so that is, it is 1 1, okay, and this term is 0, that's all, it is 110. So you convert this 110, what you will get? You will get x square plus x, that's all. What is the confusion here?
Nothing, ma'am.
Binary
First you told it's 101. That's what, ma'am. So I got confused.
101, okay, okay, if I told like that, that is wrong, this is the correct one.
Ma'am, yes,
110.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, fine. See, the same thing we got here also. When we did in the binary 110, the same thing you are getting in the polynomial. You should get the same thing only. Only thing is you are representing in terms of polynomial.
Ma'am, can you repeat binary to polynomial once more, ma'am?
Binary to polynomial. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so let me just repeat. So you take any number. You take 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay. So now, how we are going to represent this? Binary to polynomial, no? So now you need to represent this into polynomial. If you know binary to polynomial, polynomial to binary is same only. Okay, let me just. Okay, you
Okay,
first.
reverse. I got, ma'am. I got.
That's all. That's all. Very simple. If you know binary to polynomial, you can convert polynomial to binary. So you check which are the terms that are 0, you need to remove in the polynomial. Okay, and wherever the 0 part, the quotient, it is missing in the polynomial, you need to consider in the binary. That's all.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So this is all about the polynomial. So it is a time. Okay, it's already time up. Actually, I wanted to do one more method. This is all not there for you. So there is one more method that is called checksum. Okay, internet checksum. And also there is an analysis why we need to. Okay, so you can ask me the question why we are going for polynomial. Okay, what is the advantage? So here there is a procedure. I want you people to go through this. Okay, how polynomial division is done. So let me just quickly go to, so just there are some small questions are asked. I want you people to just go through these questions. Okay, very simple questions. I wanted to go for what are the advantage. Okay, so why we need to go for polynomial? So when we have already binary method, why this polynomial? So it should have at least two terms when you want to do the polynomial method using CRC. Okay, so it should have at least two terms. That is basic requirement when you are representing any of the value as a polynomial in the data word. So it should have at least two terms. Okay, if you have only one term, so that is not considered. So the coefficient of terms x power 0 should be 1. So that you already know. It should not be divided x power t plus 1 for t between value 2 and n minus 1. Okay, so this is all just rules and regulation. You need to remember when you are going for polynomial generator. So that is how the generator works at the center side. So it has to consider these four important points. So what is the advantage? I wanted to tell. Okay. So the what is the advantage? You can find your you take this and also go to the binary. Okay. So what is the advantage you can feel from this problem and also this problem? You can just analyze. You have previous problem, no? Just open that and just compare that and this. So how many steps it has taken here? Okay, to perform the division. Okay, consider this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it is reduced to 2. So that is number of steps required for performing the division can be reduced using polynomial because you are just removing all the coefficient which is having 0. That terms you are just removing it. Okay, so that is why we need to go for polynomial, and the time taken to perform this is it is going to be faster compared to the binary CRC. Okay, so here when you want to do CRC using polynomials, you need to understand these basic things: how to do the division, okay, how to find the degree, how to add two polynomials, divide two polynomials. That's very important. Okay,